Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, July the 10th, I believe. This is Gwen, and welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit of quilting, a little bit of sewing, and a little bit of something that I added new to talk about. Today, I'm just going to, again, I'm packing up to get ready for the lake. We're heading out to the camper again this weekend. So I'm, excuse me, in the sewing room, packing bags that are going to be coming with me out to the lake to work on. I wanted to show you a new bag that I did, a new peekaboo bag. This one's a 15 by 15. Lots of room. This is brand new fabric. I listed this one on Etsy. No, I didn't list it on Etsy yet. It's not there yet. It will be though, soon. And it's really cute fabric. Really nice. Kind of reminds me of Rapunzel or something with her long hair. That was the new fabric that I just got in the mail day before yesterday from, I believe this line is from Wyndham Fabrics, and it's called Far Far Away by Heather Ross. I purchased the fabric. It's really nice. This is the green version of the fabric I just showed you, out of the bag I just made. Only this one's in green. And the one on the bag is in white. This one's called Far Far Away 2. I purchased this fabric from a cute little fabric shop online called Birdie and Dot. I like to support their shop when I can. They have some cute little fabrics. Cute line. This is from the Far Far Away to the Far Far Away line. In the white flowers, and then this one. I just finished eating some ice cream and my throat is weird. And this one as well is from the Far Far Away. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. I'll figure it out. These two are another half meters that I got from Free Spirit. I don't know what the line is from. Free Spirit Fabrics, which is the same company that I believe not sure what this is called. It's not sure what the line is, but it's made by Free Spirit Fabric Company, which is, I believe, is the same fabric company that does Tula Pink's lines of fabrics. But anyway, it's I think this one's called Gathering. Look at the butterflies. They're butterflies. Not sure if they're butterflies or if they're moths. They're nice and bright. I only got a half meter of those two because it's always hard to tell what it's going to look like when you're looking at it online. So I thought I'll just get a half meter of each and then I'll see. But look at how bright that is. That's from the same line. Same designer. Beautiful bright, big flowers. So I'm sure that these are going to be made into a bag by within the next couple of weeks. We'll see how busy I get, which lately it hasn't been. I haven't been too busy doing anything other than spending time in my sewing room and doing some stitching. So mostly stitching, because that's the only bag I made last week. The whole week I made one bag. So that's a nice bag. Nice fabric. So that's the only new fabric I got. I haven't even ordered anything new. I don't know if I will until I get my pre-ordered fabric from Tula Pink's line that's coming out. I believe it's going to be released in October, so I'm really excited about getting that fabric. So what I have been working on is doing a little bit of practicing from this Sue Spargo book, and I got a little bit more done, not a whole lot. I don't even know what I'm doing on here. I'm just going through the fresh cut book of hers I showed you before, this one. Picking out stuff that I like. And I'm going to make a couple of cushions. So I thought, just for practice, I'm going to play around with this. And I'm using a combination of wool, combination of cotton, and a combination of flannel. So I'm just using scraps just to play around and practice some stitches. So I'm just working on this flower here right now. I don't know if you can see that up close, but I'm really liking this Sue Spargo stuff. I know I'm going to be doing a lot more of her stitching. I quite enjoyed just sitting and working on that. So I'm not gonna take this out to the lake, and simply because I like to visit when I'm out there, so, and there's usually people around. This is kind of something that I feel like I need to concentrate on. So I took it out to the lake last weekend, but I didn't work on it at all. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. And that's something that, while I'm sitting in this spot, I can work on when I'm able to concentrate on it a little bit and play around with it to see what I want to do. It's not something that I can just sit and mindlessly stitch on. So what I did finish out last weekend was another one of the home signs. So that one is done. I've got two done now. I've got February, and I believe this was, what month was this? I have to look so I don't give you the wrong month. I have to get some more months. This was September. So that's September and February. Those two are finished. And I have left to do, I have August left. So that I'm gonna kit. I have everything I need here. That's another circle that I have to do, and then when I'm finished this one, I should order a couple more. So I think there's one for every month, and I order those from the cotton, the Country Harvest Quilt Shop. My mind just went blank there for a minute. Country Harvest Quilt Shop. I should know that right off the hand. I actually put an order in there today. And she's got some nice stuff. I ordered some wovens from her, so I'm kind of excited to get those because I really like using those wovens for cushions and for little bowl filler pillows. I think I have a little bit of, this is the woven, this is some of the woven. What I've done with these is I took, this was a jelly roll. What I did was I just stitched it all together, and then this is only a small piece because I've used that much of it already. But once I put it all together like this, then I cut it in squares, smaller squares, and then I do some applique on it, and that's what I make those little pillows with. They look really nice. So I put an order in today because she had some brand new stuff there and beautiful colors. So I'm excited to get that to do some more of that. That's the only woven fabric I have left out of that whole jelly roll that I had sewed together. So I've used it quite a bit. Makes beautiful cushions. The other thing that I finished was the home. I shouldn't say it's finished. It's quilted. I quilted it yesterday. I'm putting it upside down. I got it quilted yesterday, so it's done. Quilted it on my machine. I put the binding on. Now I just have to hand stitch the binding down. So that's gonna happen out at the lake this weekend, because that's what I call mindless stitching. I can just sit and stitch and visit, and I'll finish that up this weekend. So that's where that circle's gonna go, and there's one for every month. So once I get them all, then every month I can change this out and make it look brand new. So I really enjoyed this. This was a kit from the Country Harvest Workshop, or Quilt Shop. I don't even know where my brain is today. I got a pedicure done today. First time since March. I usually go once a month. So maybe that's where my brain is. I was excited to get that pedicure done. It was sure nice to have some new nail polish on my feet again. So that's my almost finished. And then I don't know where I'm going to hang it yet. It's going somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I was thinking maybe hanging it out at in my camper. Then I decided, no, I need to hang that in the house, because then I can change it out every month. And we're only in the camper for the summer. We're not there all winter, so it would kind of be a waste to have it sitting in the camper all the time. So that is going in a bag. I can leave that behind, but this is going to go in the bag and go out to the lake. I got threads all over me. So I'm excited to get that finished. I haven't been working on it that long, so it actually worked up pretty quick. Just took some time to sit and stitch on it. So in there you go. And that's ready to go. The other thing I'm going to take out to the lake, because it's not a lot to take up a lot of my attention. I can do a lot of mindless sewing on this, as well as the primitive gathering wall hanging. I've got all the little squares appliqued, and now I'm just stitching them. They're really nice. I can't wait to get those all sewn together. So I got quite a few of those done. I worked on it a little bit last weekend. And I have this pile more to go. So these are all prepped. They just have to be stitched. So that is coming with me to work on out at the lake. And I'm not sure how much the weather is going to cooperate with us this weekend. They're forecasting. We've had a lot of rain. My goodness, I don't even know how much rain. Oh, can you hear that airplane? We live not far from an airport, so the planes fly over top of us that land on Grace Lake Airport. And that one's probably just landing. That's why it's a little bit close. So I have the window open today because there's a really nice cool breeze coming in the house, and I would prefer to have a cool breeze than have the air conditioner running or the central air. But then you get all the noise every time the airplane comes over. But oh well. Other than that, I think that's the only thing I'm taking out to the lake with me this weekend is just those two projects. Something new that I decided, and I shouldn't say it's new because I've done it before. I was an avid cross-stitcher. Years ago, I cross-stitched quite a few Paula Vaughn patterns, and watching all the floss tube channels lately, I've really seen some really nice patterns that I think I would like to really have them done and hanging on my wall. I really like primitive stuff, and something that's really catching my eye is the blackbird designs. And so I decided I'm just gonna go for it. I'm picking up cross stitching again, and I do have some cross stitching pictures hanging on my wall that I kept. Some of them, most of them I got framed and then passed them on to the kids. So I don't have them here, but I should have. I think I might have one for sure that's hanging on my wall. I should have took it down to show you. But anyway, I really like the blackbird designs. So I thought I'm going to pick a couple of those that I really like. And oh my goodness, there's so many of them that I like them all. So I'm going to do a couple of them. I ordered a couple of charts, and I am going to get back into doing some cross stitching, which is something I always said was against what I would do. I don't like to have a whole lot of crafts going on, different crafts going, because I just don't have the space to be able to do it. But cross stitching is something that I can fit in a bag the same as I can with these, and then I can haul them around with me wherever I go to do some stitching on them. But I'm not working anymore outside of the home. I'm still working at home, of course. I'm still baking and doing housework and making sure my partner is ready for work, because he's still working. I don't know if he ever plans on quitting or retiring, but so I still have work that I do, but I just don't work outside of the home anymore. So I do have a lot of spare time compared to what I used to have. So I think it's time I took up some cross stitching again, because holy cow, I don't even like. I thought quilters were bad. I thought quilters were bad because there's so many quilts that are out there now that I just want to make one of everything. But um, I thought quilters were bad because you can have like six. I've seen people have lots of quilts on the go, lots of starts, but not a lot of finishes. So, but I think cross stitchers have a problem compared to us quilters because I don't know how many floss tubes I've been watching, and it's like, how many starts have you had compared to how many finishes you have? There's a lot. They have a lot of bags. They have a lot of bags that are kitted, and they're making me giggle. But I think I'm getting just as bad with the quilts and the projects that I have on the go. So maybe they're rubbing off on me. I don't know, but it's pretty funny watching them, and I really enjoy watching their channels. So I have some favorites that I like to watch. Stitching with Friends. I watch every morning when they load a video. It seems to upload as soon as I get up in the morning, so I usually watch them while I'm having coffee, but quite often watch them twice. They're funny. They have some beautiful projects that they're working on. Probably gonna have to learn a lot from them because there's so many linens now. So much cross stitching fabric choice now, and they're even dyeing their own fabrics for cross stitching. So I think years ago when I was stitching, there was one line of linen, and that's it. My favorite linen to stitch on was the 32 to 36 count. I really like that count to work on. So I'm looking forward to getting the patterns, and I already kitted one. The pattern should be in the mail anytime now, but I just had the back of it to be able to say what floss I needed, so I ordered that today. So hopefully it'll all come in, but now I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna get linen from, because we don't have a store here that sells cross stitching linen, so I'm gonna have to order it online. So I think I'm gonna have to reach out to some of my friends that I've hooked up to, that I've been watching their floss tube channels, and find out where and what kind of linens. I'm gonna have to learn a lot from them because it's really grown since I've done any of that type of stitching. So I'll be asking some questions of some of you floss tubers that are cross stitchers that are gonna have to help me out here. So that's something new I'm gonna do. So I've ordered 2 charts to start with, and I'm gonna leave it at that. If I do more, I think I'm gonna be doing a lot more of the Blackbird design, because their designs really, their colors, their patterns, they seem to really speak to me. So I think I'm going to be doing a lot of their type of cross stitching. It's going to be fun. I think I'm going to enjoy that. So our winters are long, and I'm sure I'll have lots of time to do some stitching this winter. So I'm going to try and kit up a couple to keep me busy over the winter months. I still have the quilt hanging on the wall behind the camera that I need to take down and get finished. So that's going to be my next quilt I'm going to finish. So I'm hoping next week that quilt top is going to be done, and send it off to Doris to get quilted. And then I have a Christmas quilt that I need to get busy and work on, so I'll try and get that started too. I can hear some kids playing somewhere outside. Sound like they're having fun. I like it when you can open the windows in the summertime and let all the nice fresh air in. But it's a beautiful day out today. But we've had a few rainy days, few nights where there was nothing but thunder and lightning all night, and I'm ready for a few days of nothing but sun, because I don't think our gardens and stuff can handle any more water. It's ridiculous. But anyway, with those rainy days have come a lot of stitching and inside work. So shouldn't complain, I guess, as long as I have something to do. And I have my health to be able to do it. I think today was either 10 or 11 days that Manitoba hasn't had any cases of COVID reported. 0 cases. So that's wonderful, and I hope we can keep that up. I think if everybody keeps doing their social distancing and hand washing and wearing masks and just being careful, I think we're going to be okay. Might be a different story come fall. I don't know what's going to happen. They are expecting a second wave of this, so we'll see. But for now, it's nice to have that many days without any reports of any COVID. So that's a good thing, and I hope we can keep it up. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to talk about. When I get those cross-stitch patterns in, I'll show you that, and I'll show you my progress on the stuff that I've been working on as I'm doing it. I'm thinking this weekend, after this weekend, I'll finish that home, and I'm going to have an empty project bag. So I'm going to save that empty project bag for the cross stitch. I'll kit that up with cross stitching, that next bag, rather than fill it up with some more stitching, because it's going to take me a while to do that primitive gathering. And I still have another couple of patterns for stitching that I with the wool stitching that I need to get done too. So that bag's going to stay empty, and I'm saving it for the cross stitch. I think I have a plan. And I'm hoping it's going to work out. But at least I have a plan. 2 weeks ago, I had no plan. I just kept starting. But I have to wake up to reality and quit starting so many projects and start finishing some. So I've got some finishings going on. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope you get lots of stitching done. I hope you start some more projects. I look forward to watching the floss tube channels that I keep up with. And I think maybe I'll make a list of those floss tube channels on my next video, and I'll list them below so that everybody can see who I've been watching and keeping up with. They're a lot of fun to listen to. I really enjoy. They all make me giggle, but they have some beautiful work. My goodness, beautiful work. And they're just so talented. It's unbelievable. Beautiful patterns. Much more than I ever thought was available for cross stitch. But I guess everything, even quilting, applique, everything is just growing so much compared to what it used to be years and years and years ago. So I'll have a list of those floss tube channels that are my favorite ones. And I'll let you maybe go have a look at them and see for yourselves. And I just about forgot. I woke up the other morning and of course made coffee, and I was sitting down to watch Stitching with Friends because they had just, one of those kids who sound like they're murdering each other out there in the neighbor's yard. I sat down to have coffee, and Stitching with Friends had just uploaded a video, and I was like, they had a draw for a giveaway, and I won. I won their draw. I was so excited. So I look forward to getting that. And it was a needle minder and a pattern for a little cross stitch. I'll show you when I do receive it. It'll be a while before I get it because they live in the States and I live in way far northern Manitoba, Canada. So it's going to take quite a while before it gets here. But I was pretty excited to win. So they were fun. I like to watch their videos, but it was even more fun to hear my name and hear I won their giveaway. So yeah, I look forward to that. So I'll have a list of those floss tube channels that I keep track of, but Stitching with Friends is one of them. I watch them every time they load their videos. Sometimes I watch them twice because they really have some beautiful projects that they're working on, and they're lots of fun to watch. So you can check them out. But anyway, I'm gonna go and finish packing up for heading out to the campground. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much for sharing, liking, and subscribing to my channel. And I'm hoping to continue just to load once a week, just to keep everybody up to date on what I'm working on. And thank you very much for coming to join me and watch to see what I've been working on. So everybody have a good weekend, and hopefully we get some nice weather and everybody can enjoy their stitching, some outdoor activity, whatever you're going to do. So have a really good weekend, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.